I don't know or have met half of my family. And whenever they get hurt, it affects me. It's just human for it to affect me. I don't know why it does, but it does. It was one typical dull summer day when I got the news that my cousin had passed away. I didn't cry. It was a really sad situation, and I felt gratitude for my aunt and all her family. Not one tear rolled down my cheek. She was just getting in the car like a normal day, and her boyfriend was driving, but she didn't put her seatbelt on. Not knowing that that decision would hurt so many people that she loved so closely and dearly. They were driving down the highway and her boyfriend missed the exit, and he still tried to exit, and there was a curb, and they hit the curb, and the car was rolling, and she didn't have her seatbelt on, so she was flying in the air, and then she got ejected from the car, sadly. And then she took her last breath. No one was ready to say goodbye to her, especially her daughter. A few days after we got the news, we went to her funeral, and everyone there was saying hi to me, and I had no idea who they were. And they were saying, I haven't seen you since they were this small. And I said, yeah, it's good to see you. Sadly, in these circumstances, but we are here. And then the funeral started, and as like every funeral, there is a slideshow with the music. The slideshow started with all the memories of her and with her people that she loved. And all you could hear while the slideshow was playing was her daughter was weeping for her. Her daughter lost her best friend, her caregiver, the person that was there for her most challenging times. She may have been little, but she still had some challenging times and some rough days. Her mother was pretty young. She didn't experience a lot of things that mothers should experience, like seeing her daughter graduate and walk that stage, or seeing her daughter find the love of her life and getting married and making a little family like she did one time. And then I realized my parents are way older than her. So if this happened to her, it could happen to my parents. My mom is a nurse and my dad is a cop. I've heard so many stories of nurses getting sick, like getting COVID and dying. And I've heard so many stories of cops getting killed in traffic stops, sadly. And I would be so sad if that ever happened to my parents. I couldn't even imagine what people go through when they lose their parents so soon and early in life, because you need them for so many things in life. Recently, a couple days ago, we've heard the news that my cousin's mom passed away. Their parents weren't together, they got divorced, and there was my little cousin. She's about 11 years old, and when they got divorced, she chose to live with her mother. She loved her mother so much. She admired her so much. And then she got the news that she passed away. And then her birthday was going to happen 3 days later. And when people pass away, the funeral is closed after they pass away. And her birthday and the funeral, it just was not a good time for her. And my parents told me that she kept on calling her mother's phone because she was in disbelief that that happened. And I couldn't imagine what she was going through. Losing a parent, it just brings me chills and almost to tears when I think of it. My parents do so much for me. Like, after going to school, I've always looked forward to telling them about my days or showing them my grades to show off to my little brother that I'm smarter than him, for them to say that they're so proud of me, because when they say that, it just brings such a great feeling to me. And tomorrow is a promise, so I try to spend as much more time with them. I try to go to my grandparents more often because they're older, and tomorrow is not promised. Sadly, it is true. I wish it wasn't true, but it is true.
I want you to know, when God made you my mother, my secrets, and you never ever judge. And when I'm falling in my weakness, you give me strength to stand back up. No amount of miles could separate us. No place where I don't feel your love.
So many people that are close to me hurt my feelings really bad, and I go to my room and cry. Sometimes even cry myself to sleep because it hurts so bad. One example is my siblings. They say very rude comments because I snitch on them because they didn't do what they were told or something. And when it comes from the people that mean the most to you, it just hurts even more. Or when my parents come home after having a bad rough day and they take it out on me. I don't deserve to be treated like that, but I am. But no matter how many rude things they say to me, I always forgive them because tomorrow, like I said, is not promised. I don't want them to go to work and pass away and me to hold a grudge in them. The last thought they think that their daughter was mad at them and that I didn't feel love towards them, because I always feel love towards them and from them. If someone ever passes away that's close to me, I want them to know that I love them and that our time together ended on good terms, not bad terms. And that they will be truly missed by me, no matter how many times they hurt me or I hurt them. Because at the end, people and God are all we have.